in Ontario. So I'm going to keep pushing like they've never seen before.
The only thing that Ontario needs to push is you and your corrupt government out of power.
This is Hussein Hashim. He is one of the leading members of the youth political reformist organization NDP Rose Caucus, and he's only 18 years old. Hashim wants to push the NDP and young voters in a more socialist direction.
You know, workers owning the means of production like co-ops, taxing the rich, public housing, groceries, building public homes, and taking the profits out of the basics. That's like what socialism is.
He uses social media to reach his peers. According to a 2025 National Population Polling report by Mental Health Research Canada, over 60% of people aged 16 to 24 spend more than 4 hours on screens in a day. 84% of people in that same age group are on Instagram, which is the Rose Caucus's main platform. Raymond Bushan, Secretary-Treasurer of the Ontario New Democratic Youth, says using social media to reach voters is an effective strategy.
One of the old sayings in politics is you got to meet voters where they are. And historically, that's been at the door, that's been on the streets, but more and more that means online.
After only a couple of months of hard work, Hashim has helped the group's Instagram account reach nearly 5,000 followers. They cover topics like income inequality, the rights of immigrants, and the Alberta separatist movement. With one post, a meme comparing U.S. President Donald Trump to actor John Candy in the movie Volunteers, having more than 1.5 million views. Hashim has high hopes for the Rose Caucus.
Well, we set to become the largest left-wing content creators in the country. That's the vision. The thing me and my partner always joke about is that we want to be the left-wing version of Turning Point USA.
His social media management partner is Quinn Wallace, a political science major at the University of Alberta. Wallace sums up the organization's Instagram page in one word.
Infotainment, that's what I like to say. I want people to get some sort of educational value out of that, right? But also at the same time, I do want them to be entertained.
Lately, they've been putting the spotlight on the federal NDP leadership race, which comes to a close at the end of March. While the organization doesn't officially endorse a candidate, Hashim has a favorite to win.
Myself, this is not the Rose Caucus endorsing anyone. Myself is Avi Lewis. He is leftist and socialist. He can take the party in a proper direction for the working class.
But will young people vote in the NDP leadership election? In order to vote, they have to be registered members of the party, unlike in federal elections. Data on Canada's federal elections show that people aged 18 to 24 consistently have the lowest voter turnout of any age group, according to Statistics Canada. Maddie Case is a policy fellow with the Centre for Media, Technology and Democracy at McGill University. She says low voter turnout doesn't mean young people are apathetic.
Young people are going to protests, young people are engaging in political consumerism like boycotts and things like that. But that doesn't necessarily translate to the ballot box.
According to Case, lack of accessibility is one of the reasons youth voter turnout is so low.
It's like Elections Canada and your Elections Alberta, your Elections Ontario, those folks have made efforts to make things like voting on campus easier. But then there's also just a communications piece.
Another cause for low youth voter turnout? Many young people feel that political candidates don't represent them.
One Toronto Metropolitan University student says he'd like to see more young people in power, from the federal to the municipal level.
Everyone that's around my area that we voted for was they have been in the chair for 20 years. So I'm not really sure they understand, the university style, just like Toronto, how it is as a city.
Toronto Metropolitan University political science professor Rob Goodman says this crisis of underrepresentation could lead to two things.
When people see that their particular issues get less attention than others, sometimes that can lead to activism, but sometimes that can also lead to disengagement.
Hashim says activism is the better choice.
If we don't do politics, politics will do us. You cannot ignore politics.
With the federal NDP leadership race drawing to a close, the Rose Caucus is in talks with Avi Lewis about the potential of officially endorsing him. Until then, they'll continue to inform and entertain. For Team U Today, I'm Anna Jeffs.